You can win 60% of your trades and still lose everything. Not because your entries were bad, because your position size was. This is educational commentary, not personalized financial advice, but by the end of this, you'll understand the single number that quietly decides whether a trading account survives. Most retail traders pour all their energy into when to buy, almost none into how much. And the math says that's exactly backwards. Here's why this matters right now. Zero-day options, leveraged ETFs, and prop firm challenges have made it easier than ever to size a single trade at a huge fraction of your account. The tools got more powerful. The discipline didn't. So the same account can go from funded to blown in a week, not because the trader was wrong about direction, but because one oversized position did damage that no win rate could repair. Let's name the misconception directly because a lot of good traders hold it. The belief is, if I have an edge, if I'm right more often than I'm wrong, then over enough trades I have to come out ahead. It feels obviously true. It's the reason people obsess over indicators and entry signals, but it's incomplete. An edge tells you the direction of the drift. It says nothing about whether you'll still be in the game to collect it. So let's make it concrete. Forget the market for a second. One coin, $100. This coin is biased in your favor. It lands heads 55% of the time. When it's heads, you win whatever you bet. When it's tails, you lose it. That's a real, provable edge, better odds than almost anything in the actual market. The only decision left is the one nobody teaches. What fraction of your stack do you put on each flip? Watch the prediction that fails. Because you have an edge, you might think bet big, press the advantage. So you go all in. Heads, you double to 200. Great. You go all in again. Heads again, 400. You feel unstoppable, but you only need one tail ever to go to zero. And over a long run of flips, a tail is not a maybe. It's a certainty. Betting your full stack turns a winning game into guaranteed ruin. Okay, you say, I won't bet everything. I'll bet half each time. Surely half is safe. Run the numbers. You win one and lose one. 100 goes to 150, then the 150 drops to 75. You went 1 and 1 on a coin you were favored on, and you're down 25%. That gap has a name, volatility drag. Big swings up and down don't cancel out. They compound against you. Half your stack still bleeds you toward zero. Now shrink the bet. Risk 5% of your stack per flip on that same 55% coin. No single flip can hurt you. Losses are survivable, so your winning edge actually gets time to show up. Simulate it thousands of times and the account grinds upward and keeps climbing. Same coin, same edge, same entries in a sense. The only thing that changed was size, and it flipped the outcome from certain ruin to steady compounding. This is the idea I want you to carry to the screen. Your edge decides the direction, but your size decides whether you're alive to see it. There's even a formula, the Kelly criterion, that spits out the mathematically optimal fraction. For our coin, it's about 10%. But here's the part professionals internalize. Betting more than optimal doesn't just lower your return. Past a point, it drives your long-run outcome to zero, even with a real edge. Picture that as a curve, the risk of ruin curve. On the horizontal axis, how much you bet per trade. On the vertical, your probability of eventually blowing up. Bet tiny, ruin is near zero. As you bet more, the curve stays low, then bends, then rockets toward 100%. The killer is that the danger zone arrives suddenly. Traders live comfortably at the flat part, size up a little for a big idea, and step straight off the cliff. Now translate the coin back to your SPY and QQQ trades. Your win rate and reward to risk are the coin's bias. Your position size is the fraction. The difference is your real edge is smaller and noisier than 55%, and your losers can gap past your stop. That means the honest version of this curve is steeper and less forgiving than the clean simulation, which is exactly why serious traders bet a smaller fraction than the math's theoretical optimum, not a larger one. This is where the 1% and 2% rules come from, and the reason isn't superstition, it's the geometry of recovery. Lose 10%, you need about 11% to get back. Lose 50, you need 100. Lose 90, you need 1,000% just to break even. Losses and the gains to repair them are not symmetric. Small position sizing keeps you on the shallow part of that recovery math, where a bad streak is a dent, not a grave. So what does a disciplined trader actually do? They decide size before entry, not after. They fix the dollars at risk per trade, say, a set fraction of the account, and let that dictate share or contract count instead of picking a round number of contracts and hoping. They cap total risk across correlated positions because 5 SPY trades in the same direction is really one big bet, and they never size up out of conviction. Conviction is the exact feeling that walks you off the cliff. Here's where this transfers beyond trading. Anytime an outcome compounds, a business betting its cash on one client, a poker player, even your own career capital, the same law holds. Survival first, optimization second. The durable handle is this. The market can't blow up your account. Your position size can. If this changed how you think about that next trade, subscribe. We break down the math behind market moves without the hype. Size small, stay in the game, and let your edge do the work.